Hello, welcome to the Destin Business Forum, brought to you by the Destin Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, Amy Perry, and with me today I have Randy Wise. You are the owner of Randy Wise Homes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I got that right.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, tell us what Randy Wise Homes is.
Sure. We're a full construction company. We do everything from large custom homes right on to remodeling and everything in between. We actually have 4 divisions: our classic division, our Craftsman Division, our custom division, our remodeling division. We have at any one time between 40 and 50 employees.
Wow,
and,
that's a big employer for local.
Yeah, for a small local company, I think we are. So we do a lot of different things in the community as far as building and developing. So
how long have you been here?
Sure. Well, I was born here.
So about like 45 years, maybe.
Yeah, 47. I was born here. Both my parents were born here. My dad has been mayor of Niceville for over 40 years, so we have deep roots here.
Yeah.
And I was a school teacher, and my wife Debbie was a nurse. And in the mid to late 70s, we decided that we wanted to go into the building business, so I quit teaching, she quit nursing, and it was about the time Blue Water Bay started. And so that was a big thing for us. Blue Water was huge for us in the Niceville community. Sure. So with that happening just out our back door, we decided to throw in the towel and teaching and nursing and go into the building business.
Wow.
And so we've been in the building business a little over 37 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
It's a long time.
I love hearing stories about people that just kind of say, all right, I don't like, or maybe not like is not the right thing to say, but I want to do something different, and they just go for it, 100% go for it, which sounds like what you did.
Kind of the rest of the story is one little quick side note. I went to OW, what was OW at the time, and quit school and went into the brick and block laying business. I was a brick mason for a couple of years, so that was kind of my entrance into the world of construction. Sure. But after doing that a couple of years, I went back to school and finished, and I came back into there and taught science and coached. Started building part-time the last 2 years that I taught, and then went into the business full-time in 1979. And
wow. All right, so I want to go back and revisit. You said you have 40 to 50 employees at any one time, and you have 4 divisions.
Sure.
All right, so let's go, let's run down that quickly. Classic, what is the classic division?
Our classic division is the division that does what we call portfolio homes, where we have stock plans in our company, and you come in and you choose a plan, you choose certain finish selections that are pre-selected. A lot of people like that because they don't have to go through the, picking whatever in the world.
They don't have to make every single decision.
Make every decision, exactly. And so that's what that division does. It's the plans are pre-selected or pre-drawn, built several times before. So we the subcontractors know them, and we know them. So really the price is a better value for your money.
Okay. If you find something that you like in that. All right, how about Craftsman?
Craftsman is kind of between custom and classic. We call it semi-custom, where typically what the person does is come in and they choose one of those pre-designed plans, and then we allow them to massage that plan and change it and
tailor it just a little.
Tailor it a little for their specific needs, and that really works well in a lot of people's particular situation. And we do those up, to $600,000 or $800,000.
Wow.
In that semi-custom arena.
Okay, and then custom.
It's whatever you want. We bring people in, they start telling us what their needs are, and we start sketching something out, and really it's just what it says. It's a truly a custom home, and you have whatever is out there in the world.
You pick everything.
Yeah.
Do you have people, if somebody comes in and says, I want a custom home, and then it just gets to be so overwhelming, do you have people on staff that will step in and say, okay, let me just narrow down from 100 choices of, I don't know, kitchen cabinets. Let me narrow it down. I've worked with you enough, and let me narrow it down for you a little bit.
That's a great question. We really do. We have an in-house design capability in our office where we have designers that actually draw plans for people, so that helps a lot. But we employ a lot of women, and women
I knew I liked you just from the get-go. Okay.
The girls in our office can come in and kind of sort through all those things and help the person really get real with what they want. And women pay a lot more attention to the particulars,
details,
and the details, and we're more about keeping the rain off of us. So, yeah, we have that capability in our office.
Okay, and then the last division that that you mentioned was remodeling, which is?
It's remodeling. Yeah, remodeling is one of those. I really enjoy remodeling it. Typically, you're really meeting a need of someone's rather than a want. There's something happened in their life that causes typically an addition to be put on, or go in and widen doorways or hallways or something because someone's coming in with a wheelchair, whatever.
Right. But mother-in-law's moving in,
mother-in-law suite or whatever. So we have, again, our design department gets involved with that heavily, and it helps people. But we've been doing remodeling for over 20 years as a full-time division of our company. A lot of builders will do remodeling when new construction gets slow, and then when it picks back up, they'll go back to new construction. But we have my remodeling manager has been with me over 20 years.
Wow.
So it's a main part of our company.
It's one of your 4 divisions.
It's one of our 4 divisions, so we focus on that heavily.
When you and I were talking before we started the show, you mentioned basement. Was it basement homes?
Yes, yes.
And I know I went to school in Atlanta and stayed there for a long time, and I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't see a lot of that around here. Yeah. Explain what that is.
Sure. Atlanta was one of the reasons we're in the basement building business, actually. We would ride around the Niceville market and we would see a road going through a subdivision, and all the sloping lots would be vacant because builders like myself didn't want to deal with the slope and their problem, and not a lot of experience in that. We built on all the flat lots. We were in Atlanta one time visiting some communities with an architect from Atlanta. We went into the subdivision or the community, and all the houses they were building was on the slope side, and nobody was building on the flat side. Just the opposite of what we were doing here. So I said, Roger, what's the deal? Why are y'all building on those bad lots? And he said, those are the good lots, and because people can have a walkout basement. Kind of the light bulb went off, and we ended up investigating the situation. This was during the recession, the middle of the recession, so we really went out on a limb with this, but we found a basement company that was for sale in Kansas.
Oh, wow. And
bought the company and brought them to Niceville, Florida, not just trucks and equipment and all that, but people, families, because they didn't have anything to do. They welcomed the opportunity.
Yeah, sure.
And so we went into the walkout basement business, and it took off gangbusters for us and helped us through the recession.
I am so glad to hear that, because just in general you think, oh, I can't have a basement, I live in Florida. So like, you know, you think of like almost underground or something, instead of the way they do it in Atlanta, which is just building into that slope. I like that. Very smart. Okay, we don't have much time. Tell me, I'm going to have to make a choice, so I'm going to go with building homes for heroes. Tell me about that.
Great choice. We were involved, we got involved about 3 years ago with an organization out of New York called Building Homes for Heroes. Andy Pujol is the president. He lost several friends in the World Trade Center, and actually spent a day or 2 down there digging through the rubble, and he promised himself that he was going to do something for his country. So what he decided he wanted to do is to build mortgage-free, debt-free homes for severely wounded veterans. So they're Building Homes for Heroes is doing that all over the country, and we're blessed that they're interested in our area for a lot of different reasons.
Sure.
They know that a lot of veterans are going to want to live here. So that's what we do. And a lot of people ask me, how do you give a house to someone debt-free and mortgage-free? Real quickly, I'll try to explain it. We go out into the community and ask our subs and suppliers to give donations, to what we call in-kind donations, where they give materials and give their labor. Some of them can't do that 100%. They have to charge something for that. So we also ask for cash donations from our community, and our community graciously gives us cash donations, and we use that cash to pay for those people that couldn't do 100% of the gifting to us. Then whatever is left over that we owe, Building Homes from Heroes in New York pays the difference. So we literally give that wounded soldier that home debt-free, mortgage-free at the end of the day, and that's his house forever.
Wow, what a great thing, and you wish we could do that we should do that for every single veteran. I'm out of time, Randy, but come back, okay?
Sure, be glad to.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back.